Hey, it's Kristen, Gigi, and Linda over there. And I just finished eating 100% zero waste for a week. And oh boy, it was an interesting challenge. So zero waste is a movement that focuses on the reduction or the complete elimination of waste. And I first got into zero waste when I traveled to Thailand. And I visited the islands in Koh Phangan, Koh Tao, and Koh Samui. And I was really heartbroken seeing these beautiful beaches with so much trash getting washed up on them. So it wasn't really the waste that the locals were creating, but it was just so much trash getting washed up from the ocean onto the beaches. And that was the first moment that I realized that I had to change something in the way that I, consumed things, but I'm definitely not 100% zero waste. So that's why I decided to give myself this challenge to see if I can reduce the amount of waste that I create in the kitchen, because I think that's where I create the biggest amount of waste. And I obviously have the option to recycle, but in this challenge, I'm gonna not eat anything that comes wrapped in plastic because I wanna reduce also the demand for things that are wrapped in plastic. And also there are a lot of people that don't have the option to recycle. Even here in Athens, there are places where there are no recycling bins. So I think that it would be the right thing to do to just completely eliminate anything that comes wrapped in plastic, even if I can recycle it. So that's what I did for this challenge. Also, the goal here for me was to see if it really is possible to be 100% zero waste. And well, you'll see in the video how I feel about that. So enough talking, and let's just go straight into the first day of my zero waste challenge. So when I go grocery shopping, I always keep the paper bags because I like to reuse them, and this is what I'm gonna do today as well. And then the other thing that I have is cloth totes, and I have lots of them. And these are just something that I've been collecting throughout the years. I also have a big ass tote, so I can put all the big ass stuff that I'm gonna get. Okay, so now that we have the bags, we are ready to go zero waste grocery shopping together. I went straight to a grocery store. I stocked up on fruits, vegetables. So I found the chickpeas, lentils, rice all over there, so we're good. I also went to a nut store where I got almonds, walnuts, dried apricots, dried figs, and hazelnuts. If you don't have a car, it's a very stupid idea to go out and get everything you need for the week in just one trip, because this stuff is heavy. I think it would be wiser if you split up your trips throughout the week and maybe go to the grocery store twice, 3 times a week. And it's probably a better idea because you're gonna have fresher fruit as well. This is what my food haul looks like. We've got carrots, lentils, what is in there? Chickpeas, rice. We have potatoes, pears, oranges, lemons, leeks, a head of lettuce. I don't really like lettuce, but I thought, why not? Cucumber for my salad, and then for the soups, onions. The bag got wet and it split open and all this fell down, and obviously I'm too cheap to throw them away, so I'm just gonna wash them and eat them. Because this is zero waste week, right? The total cost of my zero waste grocery haul was about 36 euros. And by the end of the week, I actually had about 5 to 6 euros worth of food left. So the total cost for the week to eat zero waste was only 30 or 31 euros, which is actually a little bit less than what I usually pay for food. So that was definitely a plus. So I'm starting to eat zero waste tomorrow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the chickpeas and soak them so I can have chickpeas ready to add to my salad tomorrow. And that's pretty much it. That's all I had to do today. Just go and buy the stuff that I need for the rest of the week. So Sunday was the first day that I started eating completely zero waste. I started off with a large bowl with fruits in it, a lot of nuts, my dried fruits as well, And that's what I always eat for breakfast, so I didn't really find that to be any different. But the only difference is between breakfast and lunch, I'm usually gonna have a snack, like rice cakes with some spread over, maybe some vegan cheese, but all that comes packaged in plastic, so I couldn't really have my snack. So what I did was I just kept snacking on nuts until it was time to eat lunch. For lunch, I made a salad with cucumbers, carrots, lettuce, and I added my chickpeas in there just for a little extra protein to feel satisfied. Over it, I drizzled my grandma's extra virgin olive oil that is delicious, and it's definitely zero waste. And the salad would be way too plain for me to eat just with olive oil, so I allowed myself to add some condiments as long as the condiments are in glass jars. Glass is definitely way less polluting than plastic. And also, I am gonna keep all the jars and reuse them to put stuff in there. It's not waste. It's not waste if you don't have to throw it away. My dinner was a little bit of a fail. I didn't cook the potatoes right, so I tried to, and just never mind. I added a few sauces and spices over it to make it a little bit tastier. And I had some leftover spinach that my sister had brought over. I just added that to my potatoes and voila, dinner. And then on Monday, again, I was snacking a lot on nuts because I had nothing else that I could snack on. And one thing that I also noticed was, as big as my lunch or dinner might have been, I still craved a treat, just something afterwards. And this craving didn't go away for this entire week. And I did eat a lot. It wasn't that I felt hungry. I just wanted something tastier. Oh, I want my carob rusks, and my rice paper, and my rice noodles. And I want my seaweed. I miss my seaweed. And my coconut chips. And my salad mix. I miss you so much. I think that this was a lot more challenging for me because I didn't really want to put any effort in cooking. I just wanted to take whatever I had, chop it up, throw it in a pot or in a pan or whatever, and just move on with my life until the food's ready so I can eat it. I don't put a lot of effort in the food that I make. I don't have great cooking skills. So I think that this is a way tougher challenge for people like me, because you're not gonna enjoy the food that you're making that much, and you don't really have snacks and tasty treats to kind of make up for your disappointing lunch or dinner, because all the snacks and treats come usually wrapped in plastic. So on Monday, I actually went over to my mom's place to pick up Gigi over here. I'm now heading back to my old place to go pick up my cat Gigi, but I am not gonna go off schedule, still gonna keep eating zero waste. I brought with me my lunch and I'm gonna have my salad for dinner. So this is potatoes that I had yesterday and spinach. Also, if I am offered free food from my mom, I'm not gonna say no. I'm just letting you guys know. I did eat some food that she had there. I couldn't say no to homemade food. And also, my food sucked so much that it was basically impossible for me to resist to eat something a little more tasty. Anyway, so throughout the week, I also made a soup with some kale from my mom's garden and potatoes, leeks, and an onion that I bought. Also, one of the days I attempted to make rice, which I even failed at that. I couldn't even cook rice correctly. That's how bad I am at cooking. I also cooked lentils, which those came out really nice actually, and they were very easy to cook. I just added lentils, water, chopped up onion, and that was it. And then afterwards I just added salt, olive oil, pepper. It was very easy and they tasted good. I also had some tomato in a box that was gonna go bad, so I had to add that to the lentils. So yeah, I guess they're not 100% zero waste, but I saved the tomato from rotting, so maybe it is more zero waste. I don't know. And then on my last day of eating zero waste, for dinner I went out for food with my friend Eva.
Ωραίο φαίνεται. Ναι. Πώς νιώθεις που είμαστε η γενιά που βγάζει φωτογραφία το φαγητό του πριν το φάει?
Δεν με χαλάει καθόλου. I had a big bowl of sweet potato, it had chickpeas, it had kale, it had a few other stuff, and it was very healthy and it tasted pretty okay. It actually kind of tasted like the food that I make, so it probably wasn't that great. So final thoughts on this challenge. I think that if you like to cook and you enjoy doing it and you're good at it, I think this challenge is going to be a lot easier for you because you know what to buy, you know how to buy different ingredients that you can add to make something tasty. For me, since I am not good at cooking and I'm never going to be good at it, I think, because it's been years since I've been cooking and I'm not getting any better. I definitely learned a lot from this challenge. I learned that I can't really be 100% zero waste if I'm gonna keep eating the same way that I did before. Being lazy at the kitchen is not that much of an option when you're zero waste, especially if you want other stuff like rice milk, for example, or almond milk. You're gonna have to make that on your own. A lot of tasty sauces might come in plastic bottles and you have to learn how to make those. When it comes to spices, it's a little bit harder to find zero waste spices. Those come in plastic, so do you completely go without spices in your food, or do you make an exception for that? There's just a lot of details that I didn't really take into consideration before trying this challenge. And there's definitely so much food that I buy that's wrapped in plastic that I didn't really notice before that I was so dependent on. I want to try this challenge again. Maybe I'm going to try this like once a month, once every 2 months, because I think that this challenge is going to help me get a lot better at making my own food, making tastier food. Maybe it's gonna push me to becoming a better cook. I don't know. Even though it wasn't like a 100% positive experience for me, I'm not giving up on it because I do care about the environment and I do want to create less waste. But at the same time, I'm very excited to eat my rice cakes again. If you do want to try this, maybe try it for like 3 days instead of a week, and make sure that you plan your meals, that you're prepared with what you're gonna eat. Make sure that your comfort food is replaced with zero waste comfort food, because I didn't do that, and I think that was the biggest reason why I didn't really enjoy this challenge as much as I wanted to. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are on zero waste in the comment section below. Also, are you interested in trying this challenge out maybe? Do you have any tips for me the next time that I try it out? I would appreciate any advice that anyone has to give me because I do want to be better at it. Also, if you know any small YouTube channels that focus on conscious living in general, zero waste, ethical fashion, veganism, anything on that spectrum, let me know in the comments below what that channel is. It could be yours even. That's totally okay, because at the end of every video I want to be able to put a spotlight on a different ethical channel. That would be really cool if you could help me out with that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.